They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by OBJ. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Whip. Watch the whip. King. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
But it appears that they read man defense. What you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mayfield now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 25-yard line.
Good. 180. Here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Okay, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target, and that'll make it third down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for... He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Crowder now to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now Bell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Darnold completes it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 21. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Mayfield. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up second down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Browns first down.
Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Real.
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, alert!
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Check 52.
Darnold from the gun. Caught by Nelson left side. 27 yards there, a first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Back to the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And cuts out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Kirksey just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. And he's got Peak. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This is Bell. And some space here. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play that time out of Chubb. 47 yards.
First down, Browns.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Hey. 4 down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second and a couple, Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, alert 33.
They run again with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.